Am I on live here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I am. All right. I think let's give credit to two very good basketball teams today. That was a tremendous game. It could have went either way at the end. And we found Sierra was hurting a little bit of her leg, and we wasn't as effective as we thought we would be inside, like Tennessee was with their 5-player. So we had to go into other options. And other options, we had some guards make some big-time play for us. The drive by Wells was huge to get us back in the game by 1 at the end. And then we kept running Wilson to death, and Daniels was doing a good job on her. But give us credit, because when they took the second and the third option away for us, Jordan made a big-time play. And that's what she's all about, the big-time moment. I thought I had to use some timeouts early to stop their momentum with their threes. 14 out of 31 is hard to stop, but at the same time, we shot our normal 48%. We took great shots, a few too many turnovers, and I just thought it was a great basketball game. Open it for questions. Anybody?
Coach Blair, I'm looking at the stat sheet. Wilson had 27 points, but how big was her defensive play there at the end when she poked the ball out away from Dungy from behind?
I thought it was tremendous. I couldn't see the play as well. The game should have ended on that lob play when the clock didn't start. We had covered that. And then all of a sudden they got another 0.4, and it's hard to keep going to the well. I'm sure Mike is probably not happy with the clock people, and I probably wasn't happy after I looked at the replay. It was a pretty long count after the bounce pass, but that's the breaks of this game. You've got two teams that are in the top 13, and Mike every bit deserves to be in the top 13 when the voting comes out. He's got a great ball club. We got 3 fouls on Dungy. That wasn't in the game plan, but we isolated her early, and then we picked up the charge call, but then they picked up a couple pretty good charge calls on us, and one by Dungy was a great defensive play.
All right. Jessica, do you have a question?
Yeah. Obviously, you talk about Nixon getting the game winner, but she also had the big play right before that where she picked up the foul too, I guess. Just what did she show you in this game to be able to pick up those 2 big plays for you guys?
All right. Now go over that again, Michelle, real quick. I couldn't hear you real well.
That's okay. Nixon had the game winner, but before that too, she picked up the big play with the and one there. So just what did she show you in this game with maybe her resilience?
She's just, when options are taken away, a point guard has to be able to handle risk-reward shots at the end of the clock, because that way you don't turn it over as long as your primary ball handler has it. She just has to make the shot. The and one was huge, and give her a lot of credit. She just played a solid game, 39 minutes, and there wasn't one play that won it or lost it besides that shot at the end. But thank heavens they only had 0.4. Dungy would have found a way to get a good shot, but Wilson was right on her. Those are 2 All-Americans, not just one. And Wilson is a very, very good, underrated player in this league, and particularly defensive-wise. They exploited us in the second half a lot, and we got lost on defense a couple of times, and they buried some threes, but that's what they do. And that's what they do. But we make plays down the stretch, so give our kids a lot of credit for how we handled business in the last 5 to 6 minutes. I think we were down 5 or 6 at the time, but we didn't panic, and that's what a veteran team with juniors and seniors, that's what we do.
All right. Are there any other questions for Coach?
I have a question.
All right.
Coach, how encouraged are you that your team here has now aligned their winning streak with the 2010-2011 national championship teams, which is the longest streak in A&M program history? And what does that say for the future of this team this year?
I love your question, but I just want to win the next game. But I don't even want to think about LSU till I get on home, and hopefully the snow is stopped at home back there and we can land safely and get out of here. The winning streak doesn't matter. We've played the schedule all year, and so has Mike at Arkansas. He's played a great schedule. But this is just the SEC. You better be ready to do this. Winning streak. We're not trying to go undefeated this year. I'm trying to win the next ball game every time. Undefeated, that's ridiculous. Okay. But we want to stay where we are right now in one game. And here we got a tough trip to Baton Rouge where I think we've lost 4 straight times.
Thank you, Coach.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, any other questions? All right, thank you all.